Okay, so former safety CJ Gardner Johnson called out Vic Fangio and the Eagles. Meanwhile, multiple current players under him, even new ones, have nothing but great things to say. So much to break down, including the Eagles signing one of the fastest rookies of the 2025 class who tried out for the team, and the NFC East rival could be in trouble if their best defensive player holds out. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with our Philadelphia Eagles, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So tomorrow, June 6th, was supposed to be the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl ring ceremony, but it got postponed due to the fact that they will still be doing OTAs today and will probably still be in the building tomorrow. As of now, the Philadelphia Eagles say on the website that the date for the ceremony is unclear, but it should be happening soon, which honestly might actually be a good thing with the drama surrounding the coaching staff and a former Eagle player. Philadelphia Eagles Central on Instagram made a Photoshop picture of the Vic Fangio quote on this CJ Gardner Johnson trade, saying that was a salary cap thing. I was fine with it. I guess CJGJ saw this post and shared it to his IG story, saying, just don't do them young guys like y'all did me. He continued on to say, I was a test dummy for them. So now they could be like, my scheme work, or did my skill set make it work? I had zero issues. People had issues with me. So yeah, let the salary cap be the excuse. At this point, what are we doing? Y'all know the saying, no use of crying over spilt milk. Just clean it up. And Howie Roseman and Vic Fangio cleaned it up with Andrew Makuba. Shout out to everybody who corrects me in the comment section for putting an M in Makuba. Now, I'm not going to be here poo-pooing on CJ Gardner Johnson's name. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have traded him. I love his game and attitude, dog mentality on the field, but it does get him in trouble off the field. Why do you got to bring everything that's going on to social media, which we saw all throughout last year? As great as he was at taking away the ball, tied for third in the NFL and led the Eagles in interceptions, he also led the Eagles and the NFL in touchdowns allowed. I think if Vic Fangio really wanted him, he could have fought Howie for it, and Howie would have listened. Lastly, on the subject, he seemed to be okay with the trade and understand it when it went down. He told us himself.
It wasn't no bad blood. It was a great phone call. Great phone call. It was an amazing phone call to be all the way thorough. Great phone call. Situation is them young guys got to get paid in Philly. Jalen Carter, Reed, Zach, all them guys got to get their money. They deserve it. You know, me getting older, so I got to understand, like, it was no bad blood. It was nothing. So, you know, shit. All I asked them was, like, between me and y'all, like I told them, I just want to go somewhere where I could play winning football. I ain't asked for a specific place. I just, feel me? This honesty, man. I just want to play winning football. Like, I ain't even saying a lot. Other than that, you know, I woke up next day and boom, there it is. So shit, we in Houston.
It is what it is. At this point, it's thank you for helping us get our second ring. We'll see you at the ring ceremony soon, and good luck. Moving on to some interesting news. Anthony DeBona tweeted, Eagles have signed wide receiver Ife Adeyi. He was in attendance at Philadelphia's rookie minicamp. Adeyi is a blazing fast wide receiver from Sam Houston that ran a 4.28 in the 40-yard dash at his pro day. Love the speed from the kid and the ability to play all around the field, jet sweeps and everything you can see here. But at the end of the day, the Eagles had rookie minicamp and did sign a receiver. Forgot his name off the top of my head, but they circle back, look at the film, I guess, because they do record the rookie minicamp and all minicamps, and decided to give Ife Adeyi a chance to join the roster. They signed him yesterday. Again, that 4.28 speed speaks for itself. He had about 30 catches for 271 yards and a touchdown, and 9 rushes for 76 yards and another touchdown there. Interesting, sneaky signing by the Eagles. I wonder if he could be utilized as a return specialist as well, because according to Brendan Lee Gouton, Avery Williams, who used to be listed as a RS return specialist, is now listed at wide receiver on the Eagles roster sheet, handed out to the media practice for watching purpose. So that's something interesting to watch. Avery Williams, is he a wide receiver slash gadget guy slash return specialist? He's been injured. He hasn't been able to get on the field. Is that why they brought in Adeyi? I don't know, but I do love the competition. Switching gears to show some love to A.J. Brown, one of the best wide receivers in Eagles history. Let's take a look at his pass from a little kid to a Super Bowl champion. These AI photo autobiographies are crazy. Let's get into something hilarious before we talk a little bit more about Vic Fangio. Like this Wheel of Fortune episode that happened a couple days ago. Now, you tell me, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this? Dallas sucks. Now, I don't know if it really was that, but it sure looks like it to me. Staying with our NFC East foe, Micah Parsons tweeted this yesterday about OTAs. I will be there. I haven't missed a mini camp in 4 years. Even though the contract is not done, I have teammates and a playbook. I'm preparing as if I will be on the field first week of camp, but it's in the owner's hands. I'm ready to win the Super Bowl. Of course, every time I hear Cowboys and Super Bowls, I gotta laugh. But it is funny, as the Eagles got all their guys happy for OTAs and happy for the start of the season, Micah Parsons could hold out if Jerry Jones don't get a deal done. Back to the best team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen to Nolan Smith on how much he respects Vic Fangio and really trusts him.
I don't think Coach Vic knows, but man, he coached some of my favorite guys in the world. And I just know, like, watching Von Miller and his defense made me want to be the person that I am today and just relentless. Like, who is that guy? Like, what does he do during the off season? Why is he always at the ball? Why is he doing this and doing that? And I say just Coach Fangio, Coach Vic, he watching him and how he molded those guys is nothing for me to listen to him. Like, to be coachable, are you crazy? Like, he coached guys that played surpass in the league, Super Bowl MVPs, and he'll never talk about none of that. But it's just like you feel it. You feel me? Like, does that make sense?
He ain't the only one. Adoree Jackson just got here, and when asked about Vic Fangio, look at his face light up and listen what he says.
Vic is he's one of those coaches that he just respects hard work. You know what I mean? He might not say much to you, but every now and then it kind of reminds me how my pops is. My pops. I don't want to say he never wants to give anybody credit, but it's that aspect where it's like, all right, you're doing what you're supposed to do, in a sense. And then when you do something, you might not think it was something that it was significant. He might give you a compliment on that. And it's like, oh, okay, so he noticed you. So it's just always about working hard. So I think that's the difference between Vic. A lot of other coaches are, I would say, very vocal, as he is, but it's different. Like, you understand, like, if he's saying something to you, it's either to correct it or he's not going to give you a compliment just to give you one. Like, you really got to keep working, stacking days to earn that. So I appreciate that type of coaching style because he got the right coaches around him. So if he says something, you can talk to him, but then it has the position coaches to be able to articulate it a little bit better for you so you can understand. So, they all go hand in hand, but, being around Vic is it's been cool.
I put on Twitter earlier today, one of the most under-talked about free agent signings of the 2024 season is Vic Fangio. He really transformed his defense, and he's going to continue to do it. Lastly, I'm looking forward to this rookie class 100%. I'm curious to see who starts, who becomes a role player, and who's solid depth. But listen to Nick Sirianni introduce the rookies and explain our culture.
All right, hey, this is what's awesome about football. Everybody from a different area of the country and out of the country, right? And we're getting to know each other right here. That's what's all I love this part about football. Everybody that you just saw is here to help you do your job better. All right, we're going to introduce you, right, to our core values. Your core values are your habits. That's all it is, right? These are the things that we'll talk about over and over again, day in, day out. Tough, detailed together. Tough, detailed together. These are the truths of football. The toughest team usually wins. The more detailed team usually wins. The more together team usually wins. Everybody's talented, right? Talent can get you, right, 9, 10 wins, right? But to do special, it takes special requirements, all right?
Absolutely gotta love it. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, just the Philly Talk Podcast. Make sure you got the notification bell hit so you don't miss the live streams, the videos, and the giveaways. You gotta be aware for the giveaways. I got a process that makes it a lot faster to pick a winner. Until next time, leave a comment, drop the muscle emoji, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out.